learning to add decimal numbers today. So let's go through the question first of all. The question is arrange in columns and add. So first of all, you are required to arrange the decimal numbers in columns. So while arranging these decimal numbers in columns, you need to keep a few things in mind. And the most important one is that you write these decimal numbers in the columns in such a way so that these decimal points line up. That means they fall one under the other. Secondly, while arranging these decimal numbers, make sure the digits at the same place are written in the same column. So let's get started with the first part. It is 46.139 plus 8.5 plus 763.24. So let's arrange the first decimal number. So it is 46.139. Now this 8 is at ones place in the whole number part. So I should be writing this 8 under 6, which is also at ones place. Now this decimal automatically will line up under the above one. And this 5 is at tens place. So I am writing this 5 under the tens place itself. Now next one is 763. The maximum place that we have in the whole number part till now is tens place. So this is 700. So we need to write it at hundreds place. 763. This 6 is at tens place. So it is coming under tens place only, and this 3 is coming under ones place. Now this decimal point will naturally fall under the decimal. Now next is 2, 4. So 2 is at tens place. It is coming under tens place. And 4 is at hundreds place. So it is falling under hundreds place. Now what are we required to do after this? Students, once you have arranged these decimal numbers correctly, now if you want, you can convert them to like decimals. That means you just check whichever decimal number has got maximum decimal places. So accordingly, we will be adding zeros at the end in the decimal part in rest of the decimal numbers. Like this is having 3 decimal places. It is having only 1. So what will I do? To make it 3, I'll add these 2 zeros at the end. Now this is already having 2 decimal places. So only 1 is required to be added. So I'll be putting only 1 0 here. Now I put the symbol of addition, draw this line to write the sum. Let's add them. This is 9. This is 7. This is 8. For decimal, I put the decimal again. Remember to put this decimal for sure. Now 6 plus 8 is 14. 14 plus 3 is 17. 7 I write and 1 I carry. If you want, you can write 1. If you can remember mentally, then it's good. So 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. 1 I write, again 1 I carry. 1 plus 7 is 8. So the answer is 817.879. So this is how we add decimal numbers. Let's do one more part. Here we are adding 5.6 plus 304.176 plus 9,251. What do you observe? The last number is a whole number. So how to convert a whole number to a decimal number? What do? We put decimal point at the end of the whole number and we put a 0 also. Now we arrange them in the columns and then we are going to do the addition. So while arranging, keep the same points in mind that the decimal points should line up and the digits at the same place should be written in the same column in your notebook. So this is 5.6. I write here 5.6. Next decimal number is 304.176. So this 3 should be written at hundreds place. So in between I should leave place for tens place and then it should be hundreds place. 304 is coming under ones place only. Now this decimal point naturally comes under the decimal. Now I write 1 at tens place, 7 at hundreds place and 6 at thousands place. Now we move to the last decimal number and it is 9251.0. So I should write this digit 9 at thousands place. So I write it here 9251.0. Now if we want, we can convert these decimal numbers to like decimals. It is completely optional. Why do we do it? To avoid any kind of confusion. Now this decimal number is having 3 decimal places and the rest are having only 1. So 2 zeros are required to be added at the end in the decimal part. So let's add them now everyone. 0 plus 6 is 6, 6 plus 0 is again 6, 0 plus 7 is 7, 7 plus 0 is also 7, 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus 0 is 7. Now this decimal falls under the decimal point. 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10, 0 I write and 1 I carry. 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 5 is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5 and this is only 9. So our answer is 9550.776. Let's do some more practice with the help of these examples. So this is 574 and what do we come to know? That it is a whole number plus 8.714 plus 69.31, and you all are aware that how do we convert a whole number to a decimal number? At the end we are going to add a point and put 1 0 in the decimal part. As you all know that 0 at tens place will be equal to 0. So it hardly affects this value if we add the decimal point at the end and put 1 0 at tens place. So let's arrange them and there only we are going to convert this whole number to a decimal number. So first of all I write 574 and now we are converting it to a decimal number. I add this decimal point and put this 0 at tens place. Next is 8.714. So this 8 in the whole number part is at ones place. So I should be writing this 8 under 4. So 8.714. Next is 69.31. So 60, it is at tens place. So I should be writing this 6 under 7. 69.31. Now next is we are going to convert these decimal numbers to like decimals. Now this is the decimal number which is having maximum number of decimal places. It is having 3 decimal places. So for making the same number of decimal places in rest of the decimal numbers, we add 0 at the end. It is having 1 decimal place. So let's put 2 zeros here so that it also has 3 decimal places. Now here we are required to add only 1 because it was already having 2 decimal places. So now we add them. 0 plus 4 plus 0 gives us 4. 0 plus 1 plus 1 gives us 2. 0 plus 7 plus 3 gives us 10. 0 I write and 1 I carry. and I'm not going to forget to put this decimal point. So 1 plus 4 makes it 5, 5 plus 8 makes it 13, 13 plus 9 makes it 22. So 2 I write here and 2 I carry. 2 plus 7 is 9, 9 plus 6 is 15, 5 I write and 1 I carry. 1 plus 5 makes it 6. So the sum is 652.024. Now we move to the next example. It is 1000.6 plus 73.285 plus 372.58. So let's arrange them in the columns first of all. I write here 1000.6. Next is 73. So 7 should be written at tens place. So I start from here 73.285. The next decimal number is 372. So 3 should be written at hundreds place. 372.58. Now, if we want, we can convert them to like decimals. Again, it is having 3 decimal places. So let's make 3 decimal places in rest of the 2 decimal numbers. So I add 2 zeros in the first decimal number at the end in decimal part. And in this one, I just need to add 1 more 0. Clear? So 0 plus 5 plus 0 gives us 5. 0 plus 8 plus 8 gives us 16. 6 I write and 1 I carry. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. So 4 I write and 1 I carry. Again, I'll put the decimal so that I don't forget to put it later on. So 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. Now 7 plus 7 is 14. I did not even look at that 0 because it's not going to affect our answer. So 4 I write and 1 I carry. 1 plus 3 makes it 4. Now this is only 1. So our answer is 1446.465. So I hope this concept is clear to everybody. Again, I would remind you the same thing, that don't forget to practice this concept, because practice makes a man perfect. So students, bye-bye for today. I'll see you soon in my next video.